Anyway, let's get to you, man. Let's get to Jack Littman. I've been listening to your stuff today, or at least the song that you submitted, which is called Home. And man, you did a YouTube video, and okay, Joe's back. Cool. Joe's back. Awesome. Joe, I'll get you in a second. I already brought Jack in here, and I'm just kind of improvising here on the fly.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so Jack, you submitted a song to us, and you sent us a YouTube video. And before we get to the music, man, the production on the video is really sweet. And I've been talking about this a lot, about what indie artists are doing with videos and how much has changed in the past 10, 20 years, where, you know, like even 10 years ago, I mean, that couldn't have been done for less than like 20 grand. But we were talking to the Greenmore. I'm like, Jack, what, do you have a production team on this? Because there was a lot of cool effects, and you're like, tell your answer. Go ahead and say your answer.
No, it was just a few friends getting together and planning, you know, lots of planning, because we just wanted to do it for fun. I was inspired by the George Méliès films. It's like the earliest movies that were ever recorded, and he would do these effects where, you know, a person would appear in a plume of smoke and then disappear, or they would fall off a balcony and disappear before they would hit the ground. So I was kind of experimenting with that, just with friends. It costs no money, just, you know, a lot of hard work.
Awesome. Joe, welcome back.
Thank you, Internet. Thank you very much for dropping my ass. Yeah, it was just one of those things, man. That was weird. I'm sitting here, you're talking, Dave. I'm looking at your glorious face, and all of a sudden everybody freezes up and says, bye. I don't know what that was. Maybe we need to not be on Tuesday nights. I don't know. So far.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, Jack, good to see you, man. I guess we had to bring you in a little early because Dave's a little shy. Can't be by himself. But have we listened to any music yet?
Yeah, we listened to the first tune.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So should we move on to, I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Should we move on to Jack's song, have him introduce his song?
Yeah, let's have Jack talk about his song.
Cool.
So this song's called Home. It's inspired by people who were in comas, people who have Alzheimer's. When they hear music, their brains connect up and reconnect their circuits, and they remember things that they hadn't remembered. And that's what this song was inspired by.
Awesome. So we'll listen to Jack Littman off of his new release upcoming in a couple of days here. And we'll talk about that after the song. This is his song, Home.
I was born, I was scorned, lost and found, traded minds for coffee grounds. I got 2 feet in the water deep. World keep jumping, I'll keep tumbling down. Play your music and I will come around. I can't go on without my song to come and sing me home, to come and sing me home. Born in a storm, you know I'm coming back. The road less traveled is the one we have to pass. So give me a rhythm, and we jumping off the ground. You know we can't go on, 'cause everybody needs to sing their song. My world keep jumping, you know I'll keep tumbling down. Play that music and I will come around.
Jack Littman on the Indie Music Plus Facebook Live broadcast. This is episode 40. We're actually sitting here with Jack Littman, in case you guys didn't notice. So, your album was supposed to be out today, wasn't it, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
you know how these things go, they get pushed back a little bit. So we're going for the 30th.
Cool. Awesome. So we're just going to let you go and we'll have you back on the 30th. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So I really like your music, man. I didn't realize the backstory behind that song until you just told it, but my wife is a music therapist, so we're really big believers in exactly what you're talking about, as far as music and how it relates to the brain and what it can do to the body and all that stuff. So that's awesome. I got to tell you, when I was listening to the song, though, the one thing that I was waiting for was it for it to kick into a groove, but I love how you held it back the whole time. You know, even as far as like bringing in just the clap upbeat every so often or something like that, instead of just bringing it in and just letting it kick. So really nice song, man. I really enjoyed it. So
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So Dave, you got something else? My internet connection is going unstable again, so I might drop out.
Yeah, no worries, man. Hey, Joe, Jack, you just lit up when Joe said music therapy.
Yeah, I did. I think that's wonderful.
That's cool. All right, man. I got some thoughts on this song. All right, it started out as like I was thinking like a little Jack Johnson feel, you know, get the shaker. It's like, okay, you know, stripped down, cubist, indie cubist. That's my patented genre. But then it starts kicking in like, yeah, I had that same thought that Joe was like, I was kind of waiting for it to just find its consistent groove, but it was kind of going back and forth. But I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. That's just like the vibe of the song. But man, you know, who I could not get out of my head in this song is Ray LaMontagne.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So what, I mean, is he an influence of yours?
Huge.
Okay. Yeah.
Always. Yeah. He sang on the radio in KCRW. It's a radio out in LA that we have a cover song of Gnarls Barkley, that Crazy song.
Yeah.
You know, that cover of Ray LaMontagne, but that's when I first heard him, and I just thought that's a voice with something, passion and soul.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Just
he
they term him like blue-eyed soul, and so I mean I heard a little gospel in your stuff too that was maybe just starting to kind of creep in there, but what like is he? I guess would you consider him one of your top influences in terms of the style of music that you make? And
No.
who would be the others?
Well, I like a lot of Motown. I like a lot of rhythm and blues inspired beats and world music.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to pin down an exact person that really shaped me as to where I am now, but I would say that Marvin Gaye more so than a Ray LaMontagne. I would say that the love songs and the sexuality, and I'm leaning more, you know, towards dance music, even though I do kind of, I don't let you have it on that song all the way.
Yeah.
But that's certainly on purpose. But other songs on the record, you will definitely have all those grooves and you'll be able to really dance. But on this, I think it's something that I was feeling on this track, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so we were talking in the green room before the show tonight, and I was saying like, what is this, a new album or everything? You're kind of starting fresh. You said you kind of just like scrap the past. You have new band members. You want to talk about where you're at with that and what the future holds for you?
Yeah, well, I started out with folk music early on, and then I moved on to more rock, more kind of just Led Zeppelin style rock. And now I'm really back to kind of where I started, where I feel most at home, which is like with soul music. And so that's kind of where I feel starting fresh. That's what that means to me. It's like getting back to the core of me or the essence of my passions musically, you know?
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Hey, cool. Joe, what else you got, man? Close it out.
Yeah. So, Jack, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Just like every featured artist, you're going to be on our website. We're going to write a nice little review about you, put this video, your interview on there, and it's going to be on our website pretty much as long as the website is alive. So, you know, now that you've taken all of your stuff down off the web, we're going to be the ones that people find when they're looking for you.
Oh,
So
cool.
would you like to give out any shout outs or anything to anybody?
Yeah. I got us a
here.
few things. I recently just partnered with this wonderful charity called the Children's Life Saving Foundation out
That's
in LA.
right.
And the children from this organization, it's basically an organization of at-risk children who are either homeless or near homelessness, and families as well. I just partnered with them, and the kids from this organization have created the album cover. So I just
that's right.
Awesome.
You'll see a really, really cool original album cover with this. It really means a lot to me and the kids too. We're going to credit them on my website. We'll give artist profiles for all the kids who did artwork.
Very cool.
And you can check that out on my website at jacklittman.com, which is Littman. And Facebook is Jack Littman Music. Instagram is Jack Littman. Twitter at Jack Littman. All that good stuff. But thank you guys so much for having me. It's been a real pleasure.